hope you're ready, gentlemen, because War Games are now officially underway.
Brace for impact, everybody. This match is sure to create a rarely seen level of bedlam and destruction.
Nothing pushes the envelope of in-ring mayhem like a War Games match.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark. Watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he's thinking.
Oh, he had that scouted.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Boom! What a right. Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Just stomping away. No respect being shown whatsoever with those stomps. Getting lifted to the top rope. You know what, guys? I was afraid it was going to get to this point.
Top rope! Superplex! Unbelievable show of balance and power we just saw. Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage.
All the way out. Sidewalk slam delivered.
Holding cage is open and away they go. Ready to get into the action. Sky high. Right on point. Forget about it.
He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more. And you have to think there's a little more strategy coming into play at this point in the match.
For sure, and that strategy might need to come down to a minute detail. Not just who's competing at what time, but even the types of moves you use. All short-term decisions that will be key to long-term success.
Reigns gets out of harm's way. Taker cinches in his grip.
Choke slam.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
The Undertaker in full control and about to deliver the last ride.
That could finish off Roman.
Tossing them aside.
Something bad is coming his way, and he has no clue. Boom!
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant.
Got to minimize the damage now. Go help your teammates immediately. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. That core area really gets lit up.
Close fist connects.
Oh, what a power slam.
Took him out the knee.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Super kick.
Good night.
Super kick. He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage. Watch out. Right into the ring post. What impact.
First. Ooh.
Clothesline. They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down, and timer's almost up. This next entrant gives their team the advantage inside the cage.
Ooh, point of the elbow counters that. Reigns got all of it.
The holding cage has been open. We're about to see a bit of a handicap match here, gentlemen.
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
Reigns just bludgeoning his opponent in the corner.
Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match.
Kick to the gut. What a right! Super kick! Inverted DDT! Like there!
And Austin is out. The unrelenting offense from these superstars, the will to keep going, that's what this is all about.
Ouch! He's got him here. He's got him up.
And Devil's favorite sidewalk slam. Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon. No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending.
Forget trending on social media. The motion in the arena is charging the Richter scale. Better make your way into the bedlam quickly. Your team needs you.
Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the fan of heart.
And they just busted out an impactful maneuver. And that was a precisely measured attack. And they're not going to go into this one without a little backup in their corner. He's going onto the apron. He must certainly have a plan here.
Send him clear into the other ring.
Oh my God!
Guys, I think he just got busted open.
Oof, yeah, that does not look good.
Can he continue like this?
Just a mess of flesh after that. Oh, back to the face.
There's the snapmare.
The dead man lining up his next victim moments away.
Hopped up, no way.
Yes way. What?
The big red machine.
Devastation from The Undertaker. Terrible position for Jimmy.
Someone hold the roof down. I think it's coming off the hinges.
What an atmosphere. An insane Austin.
Here's Austin.
Austin down. Is Roman about to acknowledge a stunner? Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage.
Attacking the knee. Oh, look at this. Just cracking the head. That's gonna hurt.
That can finish Batista off.
There are no words for the ride these fans have gone through in this match.
It has been a roller coaster, and I don't think the ups and downs are over yet.
Big shot block. That scaling to steel.
This is either madness or Uso.
But now here's Jey Uso.
Will Jey take advantage? The Undertaker has him in his grasp.
Here we go. We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength. Super kick.
Little soft turn.
Eyes are squarely set on Jimmy here. And when the Nets come back now on their way, it looks like things are close to a fair fight once again.
He's in a bad place. This is going to go hard for him. This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
He almost got caught by the spear. No way Kane is going to recover from that.
Looking for something under the apron before entering.
The teams are now equal, but this weapon could be a big difference maker. He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
It's a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it.
Ooh!
The Undertaker.
Vicious. Will Jimmy see this up?
Flipped upside down there. And efforts to bury the dead man continue with
situation like this one.
Set up for the side Russian leg sweep. Oh, what a kick.
Basically hammering their opponent into the floor. Kane with the grip. All the way and down with the chokeslam.
And it can be all over for Jay.
Military press.
Oh, they just chucked that pin around. On the top.
Knee strike. Good grief. That stop sign flew like it was a frisbee.
Got a steel chair.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. Super
Austin Will. Ready to say it. Here it comes. Austin Will.
Here are your winners. The team of Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and The Rock. That was one for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Hard not to celebrate after coming up on top in this one.
Gotta give this team credit. Few matches put you to the test like War Games does. So to win this really speaks to their abilities.
Absolutely. They can hold their heads high.
There's the bell, and here we go. It's time for War Games.
These two are just warming things up, though. It only gets crazier from here as more combatants enter the fray. Oh, man.
Military press.
Manages to land a big headbutt.
Catches a punch.
And gets sent right into the corner. Roman Reigns just battering his opponent in the corner. Brutal. I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice. Uh-oh.
Face first.
Clothesline in the corner. In a War Games match, when there's no escape, I have to think that cardio becomes a factor.
Oh, yeah. War Games pushes your stamina to its absolute limit. There's no room inside that cage to pull up a chair and catch your breath. You got to go all out from the moment you step foot in there.
He tosses him over and into the other ring. Oh, and a stomp. And the balance of power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant. Elbow drop.
Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scrape up. Here they come, looking to give their team the upper hand as soon as possible.
Carrying into challenging position here. Roman Reigns is just taking command.
Roman Reigns is in complete control here, refusing to let up on the dead man.
Superman punch!
If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing.
Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up from this.
Spear! Somehow took down The Undertaker.
Oh, strong impact.
Kick to the gut.
Cranked around into a neck breaker.
Good golly. Utilizing his power and tossing him across the rings.
Look at this. This can't be good. Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that? And that was some brutal impact on that DDT.
Just relentless.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside. Reigns cuts him off. Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds. Ooh. Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up. And what a maneuver we just saw there. Numbers about to be even, but not before he brings in a little backup from the outside.
Taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus. He might be the smartest man in the ring right now, ensuring himself a bit of an edge.
Gets lifted into position.
Undertaker saw it coming. Spine buster.
Ooh, and he manages to reverse. Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort. A big boot.
Sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of him.
Just bashing them with that hammer.
Effective dodge there.
Oh, man, he took a hard landing into the other ring. Oh! Jimmy Uso commanding respect from all of the WWE Universe.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
On the loose, looking to change the landscape of this match.
Caught in a bad spot. Body slam. Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
Things are no longer about to be even in this one, and he wants to make sure of that.
Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
Neither one of these men are showing any signs of staying down.
Yeah, but it can't. I think Undertaker's opponent's about to take his last ride.
Kane about to end this fight.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
He just got sent flying into the opposite leg. Running power slam. Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg. Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair.
Everyone watching this is on pins and needles. What a match. The ultimate test of balance here.
Oh, no.
In second. Oh, goodness.
Taking the most extreme risk possible, but will ultimately pay off.
It could all been for nothing if you can't capitalize. It looks like Kane is about to secure this victory.
Even if the teams are looking under the ring for a little extra insurance.
Insult.
Kane,
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Oh, low tackle. It might just be that time for Roman to rest in peace.
Tombstone by the Undertaker.
may have just vanquished Reigns.
Lift it up. What's next? Running power slam.
How in the world do these superstars have anything left at this point?
The arena's thinking the same thing. All eyes are focused on this moment.
Knee left. Somebody better check his nose.
The arm absorbing the damage.
Oh, disturbing impact.
Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further. The finishing touches could be coming Jay's way here.
Kane with the grip.
Thunderous. Kane delivering his own brand of hell. Cage opens and the strategy now has to be to take charge, play the numbers game to your advantage.
Listen to this place. It's top rope. Splash.
The Undertaker in a bad way.
advantage on top of an advantage.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. Snap now.
Ooh, harsh kick. Entering the ring and assessing the situation.
Trapped in the corner, no escape from these punches. Oh, knee right through the stomach.
All the way up and
With a choke slam, straight to him. Roll up the hearse.
Utilizing the top rope to inflict more punishment.
I think we all know what's coming from Austin. Down opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Foot just stomping down.
and into the turnbuckle he goes.
Gotta have the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. Turning around with a reversal.
Crucial moment for The Undertaker. Door swings open and out they come. The Tribal Chief has acquired the target. This ends now.
This might be over. Breaks the count.
I don't believe it.
Can this ref even count the three?
Tricked over the take off.
Devastating elbow.
The head of the table cinches it in.
Oh, guillotine. War Games.
It's a rare privilege just to compete in a War Games match. So to win one must be an amazing feeling. Bravo to this team. It took incredible fortitude to get the job done tonight.
War Games, famously the
Nap time on the island of relevancy. Submission's locked in and not even a tap out here could save you.
Yeah, looking for a counter, and just like that, he manages to break the hold.
Off the ropes.
Leg drop. Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, putting focus on the arm here.
Oof. Driving the elbow.
Just toss their opponent.
Just look at the methodical attacks of The Undertaker.
Undertaker is just doing whatever he wants now.
One of the most unique matches any superstar will ever be a part of. How does that affect someone in there, Corey?
Well, Cole, it's hard to say. You really have to keep your head on a swivel in there. Not only because of the other team, but your own teammates might become a... From the top, boom!
He's getting back up, straight into harm's way.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo.
Is it not enough that they're already coming in with an advantage here? Is this really necessary? And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need. Goodness gracious.
Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts. What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. And meanwhile, Undertaker. Brought down with a DDT. Leg drop.
Delivers the leg drop.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
Another warrior about to enter the fray, here to balance the scales.
Jimmy Uso just trying to humiliate his opponent now.
Oh my gosh, what impact! Climbing the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense in this match.
Oh, did you hear the sound that made?
Taking flight.
Oh!
Press.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, तो आप कैसे हैं? आप सभी को मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है तो प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर कीजिएगा।
That took Reigns down.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game.
And a heck of a DDT we just witnessed.
Oh, come on. You already had the advantage. You didn't need to bring that into the ring, too. Oh, nasty stop to finish it off. Oh, right to the gut. Into the cage now. And the numbers advantage is locked in. Table is shattered into pieces. He just has to stay down after that.
Oh, he's going to be picking splitters out. The big red machine. Choke slam straight to hell. Put the toe tag on him.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
In position. He's painting a bullseye on him. It's the Undertaker.
Counters right into the breadbasket.
You can feel the WWE Universe reverberating on every corner in this building. Good God, what force. The hammer dropped. Literally.
This is the beginning. Here we go.
This is turning into Swanson Street. It might just be that time for Roman to rest in peace.
Totally missed that one. Reigns had that scouted.
Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring. I can wait to see that.
Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick? You can feel it. The place is rocking.
The WWE Universe making their feelings known. Oh, using your head to counter that.
Well-placed elbow to bring up the maneuver.
Snake eyes.
He gets manhandled. opposite ring.
Countdown underway. The odds about to no longer be even.
Out of the small holding cage to only make way toward the beaches of Normandy. Scoring up a pinning combination. Oh, maybe not.
Totally helpless at the moment.
He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game. The WWE Universe is absolutely on fire right now.
I can barely hear you, Byron. I'm loving this.
And his core remains the focus here.
Every blow taking more of his breath away.
Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The Extreme War Games mentality is taking over. Uh-oh. That can't work. Kick to the gut. Don't do it. That idea went south in a hurry. There's no...
Then we see Reigns.
Will Batista recover? Austin. That can finish Batista off.
Here it is. Vintage. The next entry coming in even up the odds. From the top. Classic.
And here we go. They're on a mission to save the day and won't be stopped.
It's time, guys. War Games has begun.
Uso.
Now here's Jimmy Uso.
The Undertaker in a bad way.
Heel hook. Look at this. Oh, that's so painful.
Hard to watch, too. Timed his defense perfectly.
It's the trash can.
Austin with the stone. The Stone Cold endings.
And we just saw some serious offense.
Intercepts that attack with a neat whip to the stomach.
Picked up and being carried away from that.
The big red monster sizing him up.
Elbow drop.
The big red machine. A choke slam. Look at Jay. His lights are off. My goodness, that'll stop anyone.
What a boot. Now Reigns. Scrambling up the top turnbuckle from the top. Solid punch.
With a velocity into the table. Holding the table with surprising accuracy.
Climbing up the War Games steel structure.
Uso splash. Jay can seal it here. Cover. We have a cover. And a kick out. How have we not claimed a winner yet?
You gotta believe that not wanting to feel the agony of defeat is causing this never surrender attitude.
DDT. Trampling the opposition.
Face first with a waistlock take.
Undertaker. Here's the cover. Undertaker for the win. Meanwhile, we see The Rock.
Hazardous position as Jimmy gains his footing. The Undertaker looking.
Shoulders down. Might be for Batista.
Terrible position for Jimmy.
Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
There's got to be a concern for Jay at this point.
All that effort back in the dead man into a corner, and he still finds a way back to life.
And he's into the pin. Then now to Undertaker.
The Undertaker wins. The Undertaker gets it done, folks.
Here are your winners. The team of The Undertaker and Steve Austin and Batista. After a predictably hard-fought War Games match, here are our winners.
No way to sugarcoat it, gentlemen. This is about the toughest test you can face here in the WWE, and they passed it with flying colors.
The first two combatants are locked in, and War Games is underway.
Definitely not an enviable position for anyone to be in.
Yeah, Saxon, you've already gone through hell by the time the War Games officially starts.
And a series of vicious stomps. You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Goes into the corner.
Clothesline in the corner.
Look at this, just unloading. And a stomp to the gut, too.
Punch connects. What's he concocting?
And here we go. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back position.
Damage being done in this War Game.
Nicely done.
Looks like the nerves have settled a bit. Now these teams can keep their eyes on the long game.
Absolutely. This is where entrance order becomes incredibly important, especially during the stretches of a numbers disadvantage.
Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided. Clothesline! Good Lord, so effective.
Bursting out of the cage, eager to capitalize on the situation.
And now, from 20 feet up,
There's no way.
no! Unbelievable!
From the top of the cage, right back into the carnage of the ring.
And right on the mark, too. Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
Down opponent, and a double axe handle smash.
Savage stomp right to the arm. Back. Uh-oh.
Kane gets that sent right back to him. Ooh.
Yokes up their opponent. Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
Just punishing their opponent.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Boom! Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters. Oh, here it comes!
Like a bat out of hell and about to even things up in War Games.
Reigns averts the attack.
Schoolboy takedown.
Oh, no, wait a minute. A powerbomb like that will leave you with bruises and remind you of this moment for days. Oh!
Sent flying over to the other ring.
He wants to level the playing field, and who can blame him after the last few minutes?
The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently. Ooh, like a boxer with a speed bag. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Sent flying over to the other ring.
Kicks directly to the chest. Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
Elevated wrist lock.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Table's broken in half. Don't worry, though, there might still be more around here somewhere. Being let loose to surely become the tide turner for their team.
Oh, that was just delicious. That's going to fired up with anger.
Oh, man. Adding more injury to injury with that hammer. And walking through the structure door. This is where nightmares become reality.
And now from way up. This won't end well.
I can't walk. You gotta be kidding me.
Falling from the sky. They have to be broken.
I don't think anyone can physically climb a cage again off of
He's got him here. He's got him up. And Devil's favorite sidewalk sling. Great anticipation. Cranking the head. Mere seconds away from evening the odds in war games. Down to Hogan. And a double axe handle smash. Out of the cage and rushing in to erase the numbers. Undertaker. Brilliant strategy. Even odds weren't. He left in Roman Reigns.
Could Kane rise back up?
Elbow drop. Way down hard. The last ride. Taker just turned his lights out.
The admiration for the superstars is echoing throughout this arena.
Here we go. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Watch out.
We've seen that look before. Shoulder position. Brutal club. Lifted way up. Oh, atomic drop.
Good defense there.
Big uppercut. And Jimmy able to reverse that. Hammering down on the knee.
All the way up. Sidewalk slam delivered.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. And retaliates with a counter.
Austin.
But then he lost it.
Does Jimmy have any fight left?
Released from the cage and beeline it to get.
Reigns has identified the target. Still by. Reigns on the corner. Ready to strike.
And attacking the bottom here could be a smart strategy.
Climbing into the ring. Reigns. Wow, Reigns nailed it.
Is that enough to take out Austin?
Just take a look at the WWE Universe. They know there is no better place to be. Earth-shattering.
The dead man has decided this ends now.
Down with the tombstone. Does Jimmy have any fight left?
My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
He dies without a danger.
Placing him in the corner. Headlock applied. A nice short jab to the bridge of the nose. Batista, and it's Jey Uso.
Jey nailed all of it.
Looking for a belly-to-back suitcase. Back suplex into the neck breaker. Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant. Rounding up the War Games cage. Headed for the flying.
Uso. No way Kane is going to recover from that. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Good night. And the onslaught to his core is continuing. If he keeps taking targeted strikes like this, he's going to be doubled over before long. Looking out of the ring for reinforcements.
Here comes Reigns. Devil's favorite sidewalk slam. Austin with star by the rattlesnake. Will Stone Cold.
Undertaker. This is a corner. I believe they're going to go to the last one.
Terrible position for Jimmy.
Big boot.
Delivering right. It looks like Kane is about to secure this victory.
Targeted attack to his head and neck area. He has to be careful. Oh, wow. Giving a new meaning to the move hammer throw.
Manages to slip out of the way.
Landing a big kick with that hammer. Bad spot for him to be in here, guys. Classic. Does Jimmy have enough time to recover there? Digging deep for a kick out.
He refuses to stay down.
And finally, he picks up the victory.
Here are your winners. The team of The Undertaker, Kane, Steve Austin, and Batista.
A huge feather in the collective cap of the winning team, a moment they'll remember for a long time.
You have to appreciate what every superstar did inside that cage tonight. It's incredible that any of them are still standing.
War games have now begun as these two teams pit their first combatants against one another.
And in these early minutes, it's all about survival. The true war doesn't even really begin until more superstars have entered the cage.
Ooh! Boom! Return fire with a headbutt. Oh! Oof! Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
Oh, man.
The absolute intimidation of The Undertaker in effect here.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God.
Shoulder right to the midsection.
Oh, that's a kick that would leave you gasping for air.
Countdown underway. The odds about to no longer be even.
Kick to the gut. Boom!
DDT.
Out of the small holding cage to only make way toward the beaches of Normandy.
Reigns just bludgeoning his opponent in the corner. Destroying his opponent. And Corey, here's the key to winning a War Games match. If your team has the numbers advantage, you have to use it. No holding back, no mercy.
Absolutely. And on the opposite end, if you're on the other team, then it's all about surviving the numbers advantage. Then retaliate once you've evened things up again.
Oh! Oh, man. Oh, man.
What a counter!
Kick to the gut.
Cranked around into a neck breaker. Bang! Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds. Tossed around like a rag doll.
There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
Got to minimize the damage now. Go help your teammates immediately.
With a super
a flagrant display of aggression to do something like that. Oh!
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave her well. Loving blow.
What a spear by Reigns. Will Kane get back up?
Lifted and completely hopeless here. Oh, the rear super kick.
From behind, nasty. Isolating their opponent's arm, and oh!
Oh, stop right to the hand. He just got sent flying into the opposite ring.
Oh, watch this display of power.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo. Being carried around now.
Unleashed from the cage and beelining it to give their team an edge in the match.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match.
Climbing up the wall now, and he's got some crazy idea in mind from the looks of this. Look at the amount of members.
Up high. Clothesline. Stone Cold reverses. What a club.
Super kick!
Snapmare could set something else up. Oh, did you hear that?
A sledgehammer, how do you recover from that? Top rope.
Took a high risk, but was off the mark.
Went for the high risk towards the outside, but it ended up being in vain. Military press. Ooh. Ooh. Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring. And these guys are trying to prove they belong in the main event, that they are on top of the mountain here. Big-time confidence leading to big-time matches. I love it.
The next entry coming to even up the odds.
Better make your way into this bedroom quickly. Your team needs you.
Ooh, what a kick. What a punch. Counters to gain the advantage.
Kane, oh boy. Down with the chokeslam. Kane delivering his own brand of hell. Everyone is out of their seats right now.
So good on the action in front of them.
The WWE Universe luring these superstars on. Pumping the adrenaline they so desperately need right now.
Waiting for him to get back.
Ooh, that's it. This could put a stop to The Undertaker. And over to the other ring he goes. Ooh.
Taking off from the cage of this War Games match.
Uso.
And Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy with a game ender. Anything can happen in WWE, and this audience is seeing that firsthand. The entire WWE Universe is going to have to pick their jaws off the floor after this one's done.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Strong kick. Freed from the cage and heading toward the ring to give their team the upper hand. So precise with the super kick. Top rope. Reigns is getting set up. And here it comes.
Looks like Superman punch.
Batista looks knocked out. Super kick. Super kick. Super kick.
He's got him here. He's got him up. anticipating Jimmy. Tires right out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
Nice suplex. Another warrior about to enter the fray. Here to balance the scales. Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the fair of heart.
Torturous focus on the leg. Ooh! Oh, using a hammer like this was a track and field event. Not a good spot to be in. Oh, clothesline. Has a victory. With the final entrant now in the structure. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns
Somehow took down The Undertaker.
Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. Reigns put a stamp on this one.
The Great One is down. The Rock is down. Escape that in a hurry.
Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it.
Looking like John Henry swinging the hammer like that. Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Reigns with a schoolboy, not done yet. Lifting up his opponent.
What power from the Tribal Chief.
It's taking old school.
Oh, down.
Undertaker is ready to collect another soul, gentlemen.
The dead man has decided this ends now. Two-star powerbomber. The Rock just got checked in.
In position. This is going to be
This could be all.
Batista trying to secure the win. He's got it. Here we go. Making the save there.
Goes tumbling into the metal floor.
Steve Austin's down. Could this be the end? A defiant kick out after one.
Incredible resiliency. Kick spear. Spear. Will Kane get back up? Cover. Cover. Cover.
2 count. Jimmy Uso comes up big with a win tonight. Here are your winners. The team of Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and The Rock. What an absolute battle we just saw. Both teams pushed to the limit, but only one team can walk out the victors.
They are battered and bruised after an intense match, but they are not defeated.
Well, honestly, everyone who entered the cage knew they were going to leave banged up.
And the question with War Games is always, how far will these superstars push each other?
The answer is always as far as it takes. If you're in a War Games match, that means you have asked for and received a license to do anything you want to your opponent. I fully expect these competitors to take advantage of that.
Over and over and over.
Battering clotheslines. Man. Back suplex, no! Driven down. He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of this War Game structure. Launching. Oh, my!
Jaw-shattering boot.
He averts the offense. And as things begin to develop even further, Corey, every competitor's head is on a swivel. Is there even room to strategize in such treacherous terrain?
I'm not sure what the game plan was for either of these teams coming into this one, but I have to imagine things are already starting to reach a point where all that planning has officially gone out the window. And for the team on the wrong side of this entry, things have gotten that much more grueling.
Oh, man. Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron.
Ooh, dropped right on their face.
Stop to the belly. Kick to the stomach. Oh, a knee.
Lights out.
Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
Things are no longer about to be even in this one, and he wants to make sure of that.
Oh, what a drop kick.
What a spear by Reigns.
No coming back from Reigns after that.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party. Goodness gracious.
Reigns just imposing his will right now.
It really looks like Kane's struggling right now. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Boom! We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength. My God, look out, look out, look out!
And here we go. They're on a mission to save the day and won't be stopped. Brutal knee strike. To injury with that hammer.
The Undertaker! Oh, we've seen this so many times before.
Last ride. Does Jimmy have any fight left? And down with the suplex. And hold on. Are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all? Down to opponent. And a double axe handle smash. Bam, answer with a headbutt.
Ooh, right to the throat.
Got the leg and chopping down the tree right at the trunk. Vicious, downright savage club right there.
The count has started, and one team is about to have the odds in their favor. Back body drop.
Oh, you see the height on that? Continuing to attack the neck. Bursting out of the cage, eager to capitalize on the situation.
Just bashing them with that hammer.
Jimmy dodges out of that. Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Back to Undertaker. What a display of strength here.
Straight impact on the throat. Looking like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
The impact brought to the knee.
Disrupts the attack with an elbow.
Undertaker with a vintage.
Oh. Not a single person in this place is sitting down. The dead man has them hoisted up into position. Tombstone. Taker just turned his lights out. Being sized up, he might regret.
Watch out. Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
Tombstone. Does Jimmy have any fight left? It is absolutely deafening in the building right now. Sorely needed reinforcement. Will Jimmy seal this up? Perched up top. Slam. Eyes are squarely set on Jimmy here.
Austin, the Undertaker in full control, and about to deliver. The Undertaker just ended this.
What a raucous crowd here tonight. The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough apparently. Drops the leg.
Super kick finds the mark. Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
Sound strategy going after the torso like this, making it extremely hard to breathe with each targeted attack.
He tosses him over and into the other ring.
He gets a one-way ticket to the hard metal trench.
Austin, look at the spear by Reigns.
The Undertaker in a bad way.
Timer's almost up. This next entrant gives their team the advantage inside the cage. Got them off their feet here.
Cross slam. On the loose, looking to change the landscape of this match. Oh, my Lord.
With the counter.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is working him up.
Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly.
And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more friends and foes in the cage.
A nice shot by The Undertaker. One of the best strikers in the business.
Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
Oh my God, look out, look out.
Goodness gracious, destruction everywhere.
The dead man has him up.
Tombstone.
What devastation from The Undertaker. She's driving headlock.
Setting up for something here.
Across the throat.
Kick gets caught.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further. Mere seconds away from evening the odds in War Games. He catches Kane with a counter. What impact! Right in the kisser.
Ooh, merciless looking blow. Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up.
Surging out of the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost. Look what he's got here.
Austin,
Meanwhile, Austin.
that is what it takes to topple Reigns.
Caught off guard with a sharp knee. Taking flight.
Tombstone for The Undertaker. The Undertaker just ended this.
Not looking good in this position.
Scorpion death drop.
If this connects, it is over.
This ends now. Austin with
Stone Cold.
terrible position for Jimmy.
Sweeper hold 60 deep. They couldn't fight the pain any longer. Past the tap.
Here are your winners. The team of The Undertaker, Kane, Steve Austin, and Batista. Another spectacular War Games match ending in a big victory for this team.
Some could argue that there are no winners in a match like this, but right now, the battlefield only has one team standing.
The first two entrants in this War Games match getting things rolling here. However, as always, the match will officially begin until each respective teammate has made it into the ring.
Yeah, but in the meantime, that doesn't mean there's going to be a ceasefire, Cole. They may not be able to pin or submit each other to a finish right now, but I'm pretty sure the match has begun for them.
Very true, Corey. Not exactly an enviable position being the first two competitors to start a match like this.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Roman Reigns just battering his opponent in the corner.
Destroying his opponent. This is a situation you want to avoid.
Piercing the throat.
He's able to counter that.
Leg drop.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's got to hurt. Oh, ouch. We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
Uh-oh. Carefully measured for a big leg drop. Being let loose to surely become the tide turner for their team.
Oh! Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. How do you even begin to approach a situation like War Games, Corey?
You have to take every advantage that arises, Cole. No one's going to get the win in War Games by taking the high road. You really have to use everything at your disposal to make sure your team gets the win.
Unrelenting attacks from The Undertaker. Taker is digging another hole.
And I don't like it, but in War Games, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal.
Elevated wrist lock.
Oh, God.
Incoming. Bang.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Stiff elbow will break that up.
Undertaker had that scouted.
Got them off their feet here.
That's how you establish dominance.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here.
Reversed it right into the suplex. Door swings open and out they come. And their team could definitely use their help.
Using the elbow as a weapon. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Strong punch to the midsection.
Oh, from the rope.
Targeting the arm to great effect. Forearm club.
Dodge is out of the way.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Teeing off. Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes.
Connected with a sharp elbow.
Oh, and a rear super kick.
From behind, nasty.
Super kick.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut.
And the balance of power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant.
Short knee right to the bottom. Cage opens and the strategy now has to be to take charge, play the numbers game to your advantage now.
Be able to avoid heavy contact.
He left an opening.
Oh, what a DDT.
I think Undertaker's opponent's about to take his last ride.
Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match. Shot after shot and slamming their opponent's face to the canvas.
Arm wringer by the dead man.
think we know where we're going. We've seen it a million times. Here's to a million more.
The dead man lining up his next victim moments away.
The time has arrived to rest in peace. Touchdown, power! Does Jimmy have any fight left? It perched up top. Big boot on the mark. Oh, no. Look what we have here. He has no idea what's coming his way. Sidewalk slam delivers.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even.
Double punch. Ooh, tripping all over their opponent. Here we go. They're ready to get in there and even things up. Leg drop. Big elbow.
They're not going to go into this one without a little backup in their corner. Numbers about to be even, but not before he brings in a little backup from the outside.
This building is rocking right now.
Can you blame him?
To the sky.
Barely measured.
Austin. Oh, man, he is fired up now. Austin got all of it. Austin. Jay is out. That is it. What a match. What a match. Woo-wee. Come on. There's no fair play in that. Oof. Kane with the grip. Oh, choke slam. Thunderous. Kane stamping an end to this. Whoa, that was a stiff chair shot to the dome. Big clothesline. Jawbreaker. Call it Dennis. The tribal chief has acquired the target. Here it comes. Superman punch. Reigns with an emphatic and brutal statement to The Undertaker about whose yard this really is. Reigns hits it. Crucial moment for The Undertaker. Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring. Austin's outstopping.
And plenty of damage continues to mount on Undertaker.
Certainly a less than ideal situation for The Undertaker here, not seeing his usually dominant form. Look at the amount of members on each team now. This
Jimmy might have just finished things. Entering even more dangerous territory. Scaling the War Games, King. Being carried around now. No, what are you doing?
no way. Leg drop. Tremendous impact. You can still feel the reverb from the impact of that dive.
And no two ways about it, that move was just dirty. Taking full advantage of the foreign object of back-to-back attacks.
Kane with the grip. With a choke slam straight to him. Can Reigns with Uso?
Kick to the gut. Counting down a sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next...
Austin with Stone Cold Stunner. Austin got it. Austin got it.
Out of the cage and rushing in to erase the numbers advantage.
A little rope assistance.
Has officially begun.
Teams even. The dead man working to finish this way up high. Oh my God! And that is the rock up. Set him clear into the other ring.
Batista with a...
What devastation from The Undertaker. If that took Reigns down.
And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. Stopped dead in their tracks with a shot to the face. Ouch. And he's a step ahead of Austin.
Big back body drop. WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
Back to the midsection. Setting them up for the Falcon Arrow.
Oh, look out.
Super kick.
Good night.
And now we see Austin.
Great awareness by the dead man.
Two. Moves off the pin at two.
Getting dangerous.
Oh, what a spin.
Will Jey end this? Precision offense into the pin. This could be it. Uso. Jey Uso splash. Will that keep the shoulders down? This might do it.
Roman Reigns so dominant. No, he gets the shoulder up.
How in the world did he kick out? Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Good God, we're forced. The hammer dropped. Literally. Something might be broken. Top rope. Meanwhile, it's Jimmy.
This could be it, Corey.
Shoulders are down.
Batista bomb.
He goes for the pin.
Could this be it?
The opponent does his disaster. Stares up at the lights. And you know, just do something like that, you would imagine do that to inflict punishment.
Kane, Steve Austin, and Batista.
Victory for this team, a bitter defeat for their opponents. This was a back-and-forth match. It was very exciting to watch.
Throughout the course of this match, we saw a dramatic power struggle play out inside the cage. It was brutal. It was grueling. But in the end, there was only one team left standing.
What a win. They will never forget this moment.
This is War Games. First two competitors ready to go to battle in this true test of fortitude and will.
Ready to go to battle, ready to take each other to the limit for their respective teams. We are about to witness some truly anything goes mayhem here in this one. Double the rings, double the cage, and double the destruction.
That's War Games for you. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Locked in. Crossover again. And it's locked in. Just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold. Corey, bit of a numbers game going into a match like this, isn't there?
Yeah, Cole, there's no telling which way the scale will tip until everyone's in the cage. But being outnumbered before that, well, let's just say it won't be a fair fight.
Oh no! Draped across the top rope.
Somehow he saw Taker coming. Countdown's on and get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants.
Sidewalk slam.
Gentlemen, the advantage has officially shifted. Down with force.
Roman Reigns, look at this, just clothesline after clothesline.
If you're on the opposite side of this this entry, you are bracing for a fight. Ooh.
Oh, man. An awesome display of confidence from the Big Red Machine. Superman punch from Reigns. And a big boot. Oh, man. Unloading with a belly to back. Boom.
Stomping straight down on the arm.
And with his coming entrance, the teams will officially be evened up. What a headbutt. Vicious. Taking a bat out of hell and about to even things up in War Games. Looking under the ring for reinforcements. He might be the smartest man in the ring right now, ensuring himself a bit of an edge. Look at this. This can't be good. Got out of the way that time. And
Military press.
oh, stomping away. Down to opponent. And a double axe handle smash. Kane with some good timing here. Powerful grip by Roman.
Hopefully the tank hasn't run dry after that, because it took a lot of strength. Oh, man. Oh, man, targeting the...
The Undertaker has him in his grasp.
Hazardous position as Jimmy gains his footing.
Only second.
The Undertaker looking to finish this now.
Tombstone. Taker just turned his... classic. Oh, no. The holding cage has been open, and we're about to see a bit of a handicap match here, gentlemen. These men are looking battered and bruised. You have to believe the end is near.
Bruised but not broken. This one is going as long as there's breath in their lungs. Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation.
Cranked around doing that broker. Super kick! Super kick! Super kick! Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered. Dropped down with the snapmare.
They're going to use the cage as a weapon. Ooh, Jimmy manages to counter.
Reigns hits it. Could Kane rise back up? Reigns in the corner. Ready to strike. Spear. Wow, Reigns nailed it.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. It is beyond electric in here. This energy is at another level. Freed from the cage and now needs to make haste to even up the fight.
Jimmy tied that one.
Lariat. They're not going to go into this one without a little backup in their corner. Taking head over heels. Numbers about to be even, but not before he brings in a little backup from the outside. Super kick! Super kick! Ending up between the two rings, and this can get dangerous fast. War Games hasn't officially started yet. We've already devolved into trench warfare. Jimmy. Spear!
That's it. Austin is out.
Undertaker's lost all power. The dead man is looking beatable.
Starting to scale up. Dangerous intentions in mind. Standing at the top of the cage. And he, no. Gonna cut off the ring. A complete miss from the top of the cage. That did not go as planned. And someone needs to shut up for the submission hold. He just lets go. This grip strike might have run out.
Roman Reigns, reloaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go. We've got a numbers in.
Austin got it. Austin got it. Holding cage is over and away they go. Ready to get into the action. Top rope.
Now Jimmy.
Uso splash. Will Kane get back up?
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match.
And stays one step ahead. Jay quickly moves.
He took a vicious hit there.
Oh, gosh, I hope he's got medical staff standing by.
That sure looks like we'll need him.
And listen to this place. It's deafening in here, Michael. Oh, come on. You already have the advantage. You need to bring that into the ring, too. I think we all know what's coming from Austin. Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in. Here it is! Vintage! Tombstone piledriver! The verse is Roman about to acknowledge Austin wins!
And back to Austin.
That should finish off Roman. Warm up. This could put a stop to The Undertaker. And look at him tapping. He's had enough, but it doesn't even matter on the top.
From the middle
About to even things up in War Games.
to the last competitor means that War Games has officially begun.
It's hard to believe that what we just saw was the appetizer to the main course. These competitors are more than hungry. They're starving for war, starving for supremacy. This is War Games. Oh. That takes them down.
Getting ready for the midsection. Setting them up for the... That was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Oh, man, he's got him in the crosshairs. Nasty kick to the face.
And we have Undertaker.
And he's stumbling to his feet, unaware of his surroundings. Right to the kidneys from behind.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. And Jay finds himself on the receiving end again.
I think Jay's realizing the toll this match is taking. All the way up and down. Shots. Kane about to end this fight. What a spine buster.
Looking to put the match away here.
Oh, he makes the biggest save of the night. Super kick. Nice. Super kick.
Super for the pin for the win. Now looking at Kane.
Oh, breaking up the pin.
But now Jay gaining another win.
This is the beginning of the end. Here we go. Embarking on your last ride. And it can be all over for Jay.
And he just tossed them aside.
Took it out the knee. Snapmare takedown.
Shoulders down. Might be it for Batista. And keeps his partner alive. Now looking at Jay.
So precise with the super kick.
Elbow drop. Jimmy Uso looking to put this away. He kicks out before the count starts.
What is it going to take to put him away? Super kick! Super kick! Shocking inside cradle. Small packages could be it. opposite ring. Shoulders down, going for the win.
Making the save, still alive here. Ooh, what a punch.
And that's a stiff.
But now here's Jey Uso.
Jey can seal it here. Looking to capitalize on that move.
Two. Can you get it in time?
Good Lord, scarily close to 3. You can feel the energy from the millions and millions all around the world. There it is, the People's Elbow. Somehow took down The Undertaker.
2 count. No, stops the count at 2.
The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this point is beyond the realm of... This could be it, Corey. Good God. He's covering him. He's got him.
Keeps his team alive. One save.
Corey, we're going to see it. The most electrifying move in all sports entertainment. Earth-shattering. Jimmy with a game ender.
2. Victory. Here are your winners. The team of Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and The Rock. They fought hard for this victory and certainly earned it. A valiant effort from the losing team, but they just weren't good enough.
In the end, one team seemingly just wanted it more.
And that is what War Games is all about. Digging down deep, going to battle with your teammates, and hopefully coming out on top when all is said and done.
The War Games match, definitely not for the squeamish. Two teams of superstars with license to truly do whatever they want to each other.
As a fairly squeamish guy myself, this match always makes me uncomfortable, but it's a huge opportunity to make a moment or cement yourself as a star to watch. I hope someone here does that, and I hope nobody gets too hurt.
Oh. Placed him in the corner here.
Battering them with repeated clotheslines in the corner. Down they go.
Going up the cage now. Must have some sort of strategy in mind.
He's going to do it. He's going to take the ultimate risk. No, 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 no.
My, oh my, what a terrible landing. I don't think I've ever seen a body...
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Locked in. Just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold. Boom! Something I like about War Games is the emphasis it puts on teamwork. If you don't come in with a cohesive plan and trust your teammates completely, you're going to be in for a world of hurt.
You're actually not wrong. That's why War Games often favors more established squads who know one another inside and out.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Just disrespectful.
But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that offense.
Gets lifted into position.
Oh, right to the throat. Ooh.
Bam!
Climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone.
Right to the back of the neck. What a blow.
Good night. Oh, clubbing blow. Yokes up their opponent. Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
Ooh, man. Ooh. Oh, man.
The dead man with an arm wringer into the...
New entrant about to come in and not a moment too soon. Stomping down.
Got to minimize the damage now. Go help your teammates immediately.
He's going to be a city duck if he doesn't get out of the trench. Looking for something under the apron before entering.
Coming in with the heavy hardware to even the odds.
Kane with some good timing here.
Ooh. Back suplex. Oh, no.
And he's just been tossed aside into a new terrain.
Took him out with the knee. That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that.
Big boot.
He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring.
Caught in a bad spot.
Taker scaling the ropes and dropping down on the arm.
Timer's almost up. This next entry gives their team the advantage inside the cage.
It might just be that time for Roman to rest it. The dead man has them hoisted up into position. Tombstone pile driver. Can Reigns recover from that?
He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more.
What a barrage of stops.
Ooh, Jimmy manages to counter. And that was an efficient form of offense for that move. As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
And then back to Reigns. No coming back from Reigns after that. Climbing the cage? Honestly, not a great move. Oh, man, he took a hard landing, and we could have a disaster very soon. And entering into an absolute... Oh, no! Flattening the opposition. Leaping from high above the cage and turning their opponent into the landing zone.
Taking the fight to each other right here, right now, but still so much left in this War Games match. No love lost between these superstars right now, really trying to prove who the better man truly is.
Roman Reigns in an unusual spot here, extremely vulnerable. Green for the kick. Green with the grip. All the way up. And preparing his face for that.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Austin.
And now we see Austin.
Jay is down and out.
Oh, that's going to sting your back.
What a match. It's Tom Madness in here. Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The Extreme War Games mentality is taking over. Body drop. We all know what he's thinking here.
Down to Owen. And a double axe handle smash. Jay ready to end things.
Now Reigns.
Reigns put his stamp on this one. Uh-oh, from way
Wouldn't be getting sore.
Roman Reigns ready to go.
Superman punch.
Super kick. Landing a big hit with that hand.
Reigns has identified the target. Stand by.
I can hardly hear myself think. They're bringing the house down tonight. This is unbelievable.
It looks like Kane is about to secure this victory. He's locking him up. And that took Reigns flying. Big time clothesline. Good grief. Hoist their opponent all the way up. Just holding their opponent there. Listen, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. They can go all night. Austin with
Kick to the gut and a stunner. Nobody recovers when Austin hits that. Stiff shot to the abdomen. The dead man.
terrible position for Jimmy.
And you have to be in a lot of pain taking that many attacks to the core.
Yeah, but you really have to play through.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
Better make your way into the bedroom quickly. Your team needs you.
Blows right to the body. Still alive. Oh, what a shot to the gut and another one. He connects with a count.
Devil's favorite sidewalk slam.
Here it is. Vintage with the tombstone.
Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
He can't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Power slam.
Good night.
Here are your winners. The team up. The Undertaker, Kane, Steve Austin, and Batista.
They came, they fought, they survived. Ladies and gentlemen, your War Games winners.
They won't leave this match the same people they went in as, but they will leave victorious. And depending on whom you ask, that is all that matters.
These two are locked in, and there is no escape as War Games gets underway.
You can see their teammates chomping to get in there already.
Yeah, Byron, these teams have held back long enough, and now they're out for destruction.
As they'll set up in the corner of the ring.
This is ugly.
Check out this power all the way up.
It'll sit out powerbomb.
Thunderous impact. Oh!
He right to the midsection. Setting them up for the Falcon Arrow. Reigns really having his way right here.
Undertaker struggling to defend himself against Reigns' unforgiving assault.
Reigns heads up. This is gonna
Blast off. Oh, that's it. What a splash.
all that size and momentum landing with a sickening thud. Both teams looking a little more comfortable now as this match rolls on.
Right, but this is where the contradictions of War Games come into play. You need to pace yourself, but you can't get lapped. You need to go all out, but not so much you burn out down the stretch. Strategic thinking is absolutely key to survival.
Slams. Unleashed from the cage and big.
Reigns ready to strike. Superman punch.
Reigns with an emphatic and brutal statement to The Undertaker.
The tribal chief has acquired the target. This is spear. The Undertaker in a bad way.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Lift it up. What's next?
What a press slam.
That'll turn your lights out. Big boot. Big counter from Reigns. Not a good spot to be in.
Just tossed. She can airline box for that. Vicious arm stomp.
The next entrant in cover to even up the odds. And Actor's offense with a hurtful purpose.
Here we go. They look ready to get in there and even things up a little.
I mean, something bad's about to happen.
Double bomb.
Look at this.
From the rope.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Clothesline in the corner. Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
Elbow drop.
Big punch finds its mark.
Ah, look at this. Just cranking it out.
Ooh. Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer. Ooh.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor.
All the way up and down.
Being let loose to surely become the tide turner for their team.
He's left wide open here. This fight has to be seen to be believed. Who will prevail? The Big Red Machine enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match. And the stamina's going to drain fast, taking shots in the tooth. No coming back from Reigns after that. You can sense it. This crowd is on pins and needles. The WWE Universe is ready to erupt. Are we close to the beginning of the end?
He's standing tall on top of the cage now.
Oh, no! And this is why high risk isn't all.
Undertaker. This is a moment up. I believe they're going.
Last ride! Jimmy with a cause for alarm. Hazardous position as Jimmy gains his footing. What power!
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
What devastation from The Undertaker! It's absolute pandemonium in here.
And it's all because of the willpower these superstars are showing. He catches Kane with a counter. The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently. This won't end well.
Choke slam! Take him! Man!
Here we go.
For the DDT! Shot after shot and slamming their opponent's face to the canvas. All the way up and down. Choke slam straight to hell. Does Jimmy have any fight left? Good golly. Utilizing his power and tossing him across the rings. This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Austin!
Meanwhile, Austin
got all of it.
Countdown's on to get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants.
Sidewalk slam. Bravo Lewis looking to change the landscape of this match.
Has to find a way out of this. High the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here.
Choke slam from The Undertaker.
Oh, look at this raining right hands. Stone Cold getting ready. Lining it up to cut on this.
Things. Austin!
Austin.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm. If this commence, it is over.
Tombstone. Pile driver. Nailed it.
Spear from Reigns. Reigns got all of it. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
And his core might be a bigger target now.
Chop block turns the tide on their offense. The Undertaker in full control and about to deliver.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here.
He has just vanquished Reigns. Sorely needed reinforcements about to arrive. Let's see what kind of impact they have. That was vicious.
Jimmy manages. The Undertaker. Oh, we've seen this so many times before. Right.
Terrible position for Jimmy.
And it's time. War Games is officially underway.
The battle lines have been drawn. Both sides have seemingly given their all. But the War Games now officially underway. They have to give even more. Locked up in the corner.
Totally helpless at the moment. Gets slammed down. Overhand punch. Popped up. No way.
Yes way. What power. Stopped up.
Kane delivering his own brand of hell.
That can finish Batista. Touches pile driver. Is Roman about to acknowledge a stunner? Austin wins. If that took Reigns down.
Look at the dangerous height here. Look at it. Not looking good. In this position.
An enormous mistake that will have catastrophic repercussions. Austin wins. Stone Cold Stunner. Will Stone Cold end this?
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Oh my goodness. Batista can clinch this one here. And Batista able to get the win. Here are your winners. The team up. The Undertaker, Kane, Steve Austin, and Batista. That was quite the war, guys, and even though they're celebrating, you just know they're already feeling the effects of the war.
Leaving pieces of their body and soul in the ring, but the price is worth the transaction. They'll be dining out on this for years, and deservedly so.
First two competitors in War Games facing off against each other, setting the pace to kick things off.
These first few minutes of the match are crucial, Cole. If you're going to end up at a numbers disadvantage soon, this is the time to even the odds before the next competitor even has a chance to come in. On the other hand, if you're going to end up with the advantage, then you have the opportunity to wound your prey sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, Corey. These opening moments are so important, so vital in a match like this.
This is ugly.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's got to hurt.
Ooh.
Oh, the power.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career. Power slam.
Roman being the aggressor.
Roman Reigns is in complete control here.
Look out. Boom, what impact. Oh, what a quick answer.
Undertaker reversing the momentum on him.
Yeah, the dead man getting some refreshed vitality.
And here we go.
Locked in. It's locked in.
The count has started, and one team is about to have the odds. Just slipped underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
And for the team on the wrong side of this entry, things have gotten that much more grueling.
Oh, my goodness. Oh! Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing. Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
He just grabbed what could be a game changer, adding an advantage on top of an advantage.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. And that was some vicious DDT we just saw.
Ooh. Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
What power from the Tribal Chief.
Crashing down like
the Tribal Chief locked and loaded.
yes, the trash can connects. Talk about taking out the trash.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant. And some effective offense for that one.
Out of the cage and rushing in to erase the numbers advantage. I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Oh, please don't remind me, Corey.
He's going out of the apron. He must certainly have a plan here. And we have Undertaker.
The Undertaker has it cinched in. Choke slam. Kick to the gut.
Back around into a neck breaker.
That just reverberated throughout the entire building. Talk about making a statement.
What a sidewalk slam. Picked up and being carried around now.
Does never have a chance to block any of those.
Leg drop.
An effective attack to the leg can hurt everything from balance to mobility. It can drastically limit you inside the ring. Crucial moment for The Undertaker. Oh, God! Freed from the cage and heading toward the ring to give their team the upper hand.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick.
Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
And some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
You saw that being telegraphed.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
Oh, no. Driving down with the sledgehammer. And I don't like it, but in War Games, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal.
Super kick. From way up high. Taker's about to end another fight.
You can see the toll this match is taking on these competitors.
The pained look on their faces, the battle scars, their bodies are showing it all right now.
Oh, what a kick.
Right to the gut.
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant.
Sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of you.
And Roman continues to take on damage there.
Reigns needs to collect himself quickly before things get worse. And with the next combatant on their way, it looks like things are close to a fair fight once again. Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
He wrapped him inside the face.
Taking his time, preparing to attack. Jimmy saves himself. Oh, basically hammering their opponent into the floor.
I don't know about you two, but I can barely hear my own thoughts.
The WWE Universe is making their feelings heard loud and clear.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really
back. Nice. Oh, hit by flying stop sign. That had to hurt. Austin whip.
But then Austin.
Does Jimmy have any fight left? Sent him clear into the other ring. Starting to scale up the War Games Raw. He's got something in mind. Lift off. Boom!
Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided. The finishing touches could be coming Jay's way here.
The Big Red Machine. Gentlemen, the advantage has officially shifted. Kane delivering his own brand of hell. Kane, ready to set you like a crucial moment for the Undertaker. Wow, Reigns nailed it. Placed elbow drop. And now I see some blood on the Undertaker's face. Legs caught. Dragon screw. Sending him all the way over to the next ring. Man. Here it comes. Stay away from the wire. That cannot be what that table was meant for.
And that was a great counter to the single leg put.
Trying to find his feet. This does not look good for him.
Talk about force. That'll give you whiplash. Mere seconds away from evening the odds in War Games. And there's a good blow to the bottom.
Evades the attack. The taste of a great shot. Austin.
Meanwhile, here's Austin.
Another warrior about to enter the fray. Here to balance the scales. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
The cage is locked for the last time as War Games officially begins.
Each of these teams calculating what their fastest way to victory is now. Boom! Austin with a stop! Jimmy with a cause for alarm. This is the beginning of the end. Here we go! Embarking on your last ride. The Undertaker just ended this.
And the opposition, what's the thought here? And that was a heck of a heave we just saw. Roman Reigns so dominant. Now the guillotine choke is taking out so many superstars.
All the force and pressure of this spear! Spear! This could put...
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now. Struck to the knee. He has him locked in.
And Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy with a game ender. Scaling this unforgiving War Games cage. Top row. It put Austin down. Unbelievable. Super kick. Kick down low. All tied up. Is this enough to do it?
Just a two.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
Headbutt to the back of the neck.
Reigns sizing up the target.
He breaks through.
He's got him down for the pin.
Meanwhile, The Rock.
And a taster. Pumps the shoulder up. What do you say? Could Kane rise back up? Turning it into the pin.
Here's two. Roman Reigns is your winner tonight.
Here are your winners. The team of Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, and The Rock.
And this team will take, in my opinion,
first two to be locked inside as War Games ramps up.
Yeah, Cole, remember, War Games doesn't officially begin until the last contestant enters the cage.
We'll have to see if these two have the stamina to last until then.
Big knee. Just launched.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Punch to the gut will take the wind right out of you.
Up and around. Uh-oh.
What a power slam.
Undertaker showcasing his merciless ways.
Roman keeps getting cut off at the pass.
Elbow strike.
And Corey, this is going to be an incredibly difficult environment to gain any control in.
In a War Games match, it's crucial that you embrace the chaos. There's no way to get total control of the action inside the cage, so you have to be ready to go with the flow. Whichever team can do that will have the advantage here as far as I'm concerned.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo.
Cage opens and the strategy now has to be to take charge, play the numbers game to your advantage. Now time on the island of relevancy.
Damage being done in this War Games match with this. Looking for a crucial escape. Yes, breaking the hole. Saving himself for the time being. Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Roman managing to get some control back now.
Maybe Reigns has found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Reigns now losing ground.
The Undertaker is making a statement.
He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that.
The Undertaker clearly wants a fight here. Face wash. And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in. Blast off. Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Undertaker.
The Undertaker with a thunderous choke slam.
And now Kane.
It might just be that time for Roman to rest in peace. Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds.
Door swings open and out they come. And their team could definitely use their help.
To the back of the neck. What a blow. Good night. And he's just been tossed aside into a new terrain.
Battling in the unforgiving no man's land between the two rings. Oof.
Undertaker counters.
Oh, man.
Kane gets that sent right back to him.
Oh, man, he is fired up now.
In War Games, it really is go big or go home.
I'd say if it was me, I'd stay far away from that trench.
I think Undertaker's opponent's about to take his last ride. Way down hard, the last ride.
The Undertaker just ended this.
These men have given everything they have.
Spear by Reigns. Could Kane rise back up?
Out of the small holding cage to only make way toward the beaches of Normandy.
Did you hear that clank of the hammer? Trying to string together as many hits with that.
Uh-oh, from way up high.
Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation. Mission complete. Devastation. Yeah, Jimmy keeps getting cut down at every move. He's in a very bad spot. Totally out of it. He tosses him over and into the other ring. Getting him right into the corner.
And meanwhile, Undertaker. Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal.
Walloped by a huge club. Headbutt to the back of the neck.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
Jimmy dodges out of that. Fires back with a knee. Classic. Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up. With the hearts.
Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost. The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently.
The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
No doubt about it. This is just an extreme...
The Big Red Machine. Thunderous. And it can be all over for Jay. Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice.
Lands the...
The time has arrived to rest in peace. Rest in peace. What? A spear. No way Kane is going to recover from that. This arena is rolling.
I think the desk is shaking.
Oh, no. Driving down with the sledgehammer.
Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage.
Set the pursuit, top rope.
And now here's Jimmy Uso.
Smash clean through the table. That's going to stop you for a long time. Oh, man, that one's even worse than it looks. Splinters everywhere. Climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone.
One step ahead there.
Foot, knee, face. Oh, no, has it lined up for the kill shot. Connects with the kick. Here it is. Vintage with the tombstone. Kane about to end this fight. The Undertaker and the cinched in. Look at this, just stop after stop after stop. Targeting the body part, what can be on? Adding insult to injury and more injury with that stop sign.
Knee straight to the neck.
Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late.
The timer is running down to this next. Roman Reigns setting up.
The tribal chief has acquired the target. Here it comes. Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up.
Reigns has officially begun as the last combatant and assesses the situation.
Entering one of the most dangerous matches in WWE history has to be unnerving. Military press. Strikes with another punch. This is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in. Right where he wants him.
Good night. And Austin on wobbly legs as He's absorbed so much in this fight.
Yeah, this is Jimmy in control and looking toward the finish line. They're going to hold their opponent face first into the cage. Oh.
And Jay reverses.
He made the head of the table, cinches it in. It's just a matter of time.
It was a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it.
Super kick. Super kick.
Now Kane. And the count stops short of 2.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
He's got him here. He's got him up.
And Devil's favorite sidewalk slam. Austin with
Stone Cold. After everything he's been, he submits. He turns out.
Roman Reigns in this spot here, extremely vulnerable.
Here are your winners. The team of The Undertaker, Kane, Steve Austin, and Batista. A triumphant victory for one team and the taste of bitter defeat for the other.
This is what War Games is all about. There were points where
The bell rings and the always unpredictable War Games match is set to begin.
unpredictable is putting it lightly, Cole. War Games is where they send superstars who have exhausted all other options to settle their differences. If it can't be solved here, it can't be solved anywhere. A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers. One counter met by another.
Kicks directly to the chest.
Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
And an elbow.
Up and around. Uh-oh.
What a power slam. Showing off their deadlifting prowess and just tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. In a team environment like this, you really have to be on the same page, don't you, Corey?
You need more than that, Cole. Walking into War Games, you have to assume that your opponents have a better game plan than you.
Look out! Diving clothesline!
Incredible height.
And Undertaker with momentum on his side.
The Undertaker refusing to back down, refusing to take it easy on Reigns.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
Down to Otis, and a double axe handle smash. Holding cages open, and away they go, ready to get into the action.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron.
A little showmanship there from the dead man as he tries to get the crowd involved.
Look at the amount of members on each team now.
This truly has the potential to become one-sided.
The hip connects from Roman Reigns. Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
No way. And what now? Driving their opponent into the cage. Oh, man.
He answers right back.
Boom! Ooh, disrespectfully hurling that sign.
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant. Hoisted up high here.
And here we go. They're on a mission to save the day and won't be stopped.
And into the corner he goes. A reversal. Well scouted.
injury to injury with that hammer. Face buster. Ooh! Boom, right in the button. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective. Here we go. Inverted DDT. Lights out. Right to the face. The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out. No coming back from Reigns after that.
Taking out the knee. Stopping the This is turning into an all-out battle. No holding back. We could be here all night with the way things are going.
That kick will stop you in your tracks. Undertaker has his opponent by the arm, going to climb to the top rope now, and Undertaker's about to go.
Devil's favorite sidewalk slam. That offense will definitely knock the wind out of him. The big red monster sizing him up. Hopped up, no way. Yes way. What power.
Tombstone pile driver.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm. The dead man's proving to Roman that he's just as destructive. The dead man has decided this ends now. The WWE Universe showing the love for these superstars who have given them so much tonight.
New entrant about to come in and not a moment too soon.
Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible. Sorely needed reinforcement. Jimmy might have just finished things. From the top. Kick again to the back of the head.
And they're not going to go into this one without a little backup in their corner. What a match this has been. What a fight.
We're all glad to be witnessing such an extraordinary match tonight. Look at John Henry swing the hammer like that.
And Jimmy able to reverse that.
Uh-oh.
And that prevents Undertaker's attack. Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney shot. And that was an effect.
The Undertaker looking to finish this now. Tombstone. Look at Jay. His lights are off. All eyes focused on this absolute war. It doesn't get more masterful than this.
No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
It looks like Kane is about to secure this victory. Tombstone. Pile driver. Kane stamping an end to this.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage.
This match isn't even official, so they can't win.
And he just...
And Austin is out. Freed from the cage and heading toward the ring to give their team the upper hand. Roman had that step. The head of the table cinches it in. Reigns with the guillotine.
He's trying his best to fend off this submission hold.
This is the brutality of War Games in action.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold. Ooh, that caught with a punch to the face. Boom. If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
Ooh, he bends that off. Short 12 line hits its mark. Suplex brings him down. And Roman
He continues to attack with ferocity as this match goes on.
The head of the table will keep fighting until he has Austin with it.
And then back to Austin.
Austin got all of it. Steel chair to the temple.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant. And then an early atomic drop.
What a headbutt. Another warrior about to enter the fray. Here to balance the scales. From the corner now. Sleeper hold cinched in deep.
And he saves his teammate, breaking his partner out of the
Oh, look at this.
And looking at Jimmy Uso. And that was a successful performance with that maneuver. Bang! Take a seat at the table.
Pretty good shot. What a shot.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.